Mr. Speaker, can I first of all say welcome to Brighton?
Thank you very much indeed. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, as a Londoner, does Brighton mean anything to you? Did you come down here for days, on day trips or anything?
I've been several times in the past. I've been for the day, as you put it. I also used to come quite frequently to Conservative Party conferences in Brighton, though I've not done that in recent years. And I came here most memorably for me about 3 years ago when I visited Carlton School and saw facilities for children with speech and language difficulties as part of the evidence gathering I did for a report that I was commissioned to write for the then government.
Now today we're looking at democracy. What do you think we can do to get more people involved in the democratic process?
I think you've got a number of options open to you. I think you can try to use your local councillors to engage effectively with local residents and tell them about the ways in which they can lobby and campaign and get publicity for causes that matter to them. I think that in particular it's very important to use the agency of Take Part, which is a terrific set of organisations, a partnership really between the third sector and the local authority, to reach out to local people and try to increase both the number and the range of people that get involved. One of the great things about today's session, organised by Take Part, a great credit to them for that, was that lots of people came along who I suspect were quite new to the process. It was wonderful to see 3 young people at the front, all of school age, asking good questions, interested in politics, wanting to learn how to campaign. So the first issue really is how to raise awareness. I think you've got to use your local council and Take Part to do that. And then the second issue is, in a sense, providing people the know-how to get involved, explaining to them the different layers of local government. What is the responsibility of the local council, what the county deals with, what's a matter for Parliament, what's a matter for the European Parliament, and so on. And if I may just put in a little plug, how can you get more people involved? Don't forget that Parliament has an outreach service, and I've come today to Brighton with the head of Parliament's outreach service, which is constantly doing work across the country to get people into workshops and seminars and community-based activities, showing them how they can link up with Parliament, feed in their views, contribute their evidence, take part in the democratic discussion.
But how do we overcome the apathy which we feel? I mean, if you're out canvassing in an election, for example, people moan on the doorsteps, and often I say to people, but what are you doing about it? And they say to me, well, what can I do?
Well, it's a process, not a fact, if I can put it that way. You don't change people's attitudes overnight. But what can we do about that? Well, I think everybody's got a part to play. I think the more active local councillors are, the more frequently they report back to their local residents, the more tenants meetings that they go to, the more schools that they visit, the more they can explain that actually in modern democracy it's not just a question of voting once in 5 years, important, or 4 years, though that is. It's also a question of trying to encourage people to feed in their views, produce petitions, go on demonstrations about things they feel strongly, visit Parliament, engage interactively on the net.
Do you think there's more we should be doing in the schools to try to encourage young people to get involved?
Yes, I'm a great fan of citizenship education. I think that young people need to be introduced to the basic tenets of a democratic system. I'd like to think that as a result of school, more people than at the moment would know what's dealt with by the local council, what the county deals with, what Parliament addresses, what's a matter for the European Parliament. Lots of local people probably aren't aware of that, and I'd like people, young people, to be shown that actually democracy can be exciting, it can be fun, and it can be a great opportunity for people to contribute to decisions instead of just letting decisions be imposed upon them.
And you think there should be more days like today?
I'd love to have more democracy days. When I stood for Speaker, I said I'm all in favour of the traditional roles of the Speaker, chairing question time and the debates in Parliament and meeting and greeting visitors from across the country and around the world. But if you elect me, I will try to be an ambassador for Parliament. Get out, not just in my own constituency, I do that already, but get out to schools and colleges and third sector organisations in all parts of the country, north, south, east and west, to talk about what Parliament's doing, enjoying today. We've had the first leg of the tour, if I can put it that way. We've got another key session coming up. I love meeting local stakeholders, and I'd like to see more of this done across the country, and perhaps through partnerships between Parliament and local authorities and third sector organisations, this can be something rolled out regularly in all parts of the UK.
Mr. Speaker, thank you, Ron.
Well, people can get involved by writing letters to their MPs or joining a local party or attending a council meeting or participating in a demo. But if people want to be involved in a big way in decision making, why not stand for election yourself? I say to young people, stand for the Youth Parliament, which is now a very thriving organisation. If you're a local resident and you're unhappy with what the council's doing, stand for the council yourself if you can do it better, and that's great. And if you really want to be involved in decision making at the heart of democracy, why not stand for Parliament? That way you can really exert influence. So I understand when people are disillusioned, disengaged, discontented, but my message to people is, by all means complain, that's your right in a democracy, but don't just complain, do something about what dissatisfies you. Try to make a difference yourself, and one of the best ways to make a difference yourself is stand for election, and that way get the support of the residents and make a difference for local people. That's what public service is about.
Of course, there are also minor issues in that, aren't there? Standing for the school governor, becoming involved with the bodies such as Link, which oversees the health service. Bodies like this, which people can do something. This government has presented many things where people can do something.
Yeah, you're quite right. It doesn't have to be a choice between simply writing a letter or standing as a councillor or an MP. You're quite right. There are health bodies that people can get elected to. There are school governing bodies that people can get elected to. And there's other forms of local leadership, which in a sense are all part of our democracy. We're talking about formal bodies to which people stand for election. But actually there are lots of local groups that people can run. If people are bothered about inadequate provision for young people, getting involved in running a youth club, an after school activity, being a football coach, offering assistance with young people in some other way, perhaps drawing on your own professional expertise or just drawing on your own enjoyable leisure pursuits to put something back. I'm always struck in my constituency, and I bet local MPs are here, by the number of people who do things for no payment when they're doing full-time jobs, but they do things for their local area because they love it. And an example, a very good example, is the person who provides football coaching on a Saturday. And there are loads of people who do it in my constituency. They've got families of their own. They could just decide, I work 5 days a week, I'm going to put my feet up at the weekend, but they don't. They get stuck in because they want to help other people, and it's a terrific cement in a community.